first of all, congratulations on the film. Gosh, it's so beautiful and incredibly relatable right now. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the spacewalk sequences, I have to start with that. I heard you say that a lot of effort goes into making it look like it's no effort. And Tiffany literally passed out during training. So how intense was this training and being suspended from the wires?
It was very intense. I was there for when she passed out. You had to get very strong. I've always thought that actors, to a certain degree are athletes because your body is your instrument. But, this is one of the roles where that has been most overtly the case for me. And thankfully, we had George Clooney, who had done a number of space movies himself, to sort of, who really knew what was required to make it look good. I've seen space movies where it doesn't look that great, and you don't want to be in one of those. So the effort was definitely worthwhile from that point of view.
In many of your films, you've been keen on incorporating some cultural references from your own Nigerian heritage, and I believe you did that with this film as well, which was so great. So can you talk a bit about that?
Yeah, I'm very proud of my heritage as a Nigerian, and it's not appropriate in every role, but with this film, when you have a crew of astronauts who are being tasked essentially with saving humanity, I was like, let's get a little African love in here, if at all possible. My character's name was originally Tom Harper, and it doesn't require a huge change to make him an astronaut of African descent, but it has huge cultural resonance. I know that if I had seen a character like mine when I was growing up, my goodness, I mean, it would have shifted how I think about space movies, about being an astronaut, about saving the world. And it's very rare that I get to see someone who looks like me being all of those things.
And the name Adewale even means the king has entered.
Yes, yes, yes. Well done. Very good. Yeah, it does, and that's by design. Not that I'm the king and I've entered, but I'm very proud of my heritage, and I knew that there would be Nigerians who would hear that name and it would mean something to them.
You're making your directorial debut with The Waterman that I saw at Chip, and it's so beautiful. So with George being an actor's director, what aspect of his style and approach really stood out to you, and or what did you truly appreciate both as an actor and as a fellow director?
Well, I just appreciated the confirmation to me of what it takes to do what he does, to do what I tried to do with The Waterman. It's not for everyone to direct and be in a movie. It's a challenging thing to do, but I think the thing that George and I share is our love of storytelling, and we really appreciate the fact that we are being afforded the opportunity to do that, and so we never take it for granted. We work very hard to achieve it. He is way further along than me, and so to watch him do it so well is a constant inspiration for me.
What I found interesting, what you have said, and I've never heard anyone else say it, is that George is to space movies what De Niro is to gangster movies.
Yeah, he's an OG. He knows, and it gives you so much confidence being in a space movie being directed by him, because he's been in some of the best that were ever made. I mean, Gravity is unbelievable. I watched it again recently, and it's an incredible film. And so, it gives you a lot of confidence being in that kind of film with someone at the helm who really knows what that kind of film should be about.
When you're chosen to be an astronaut, I hear that Mission Control always asks this one question: what are the things that really grounds you? And that's how the hologram scenes came to be in this movie. So I have to ask, if you did go off to space, what's that one memory you'd want to replay again and again?
You know what? I have a wonderful wife and some beautiful children. Even last night, we were all sat around the fire just laughing and goofing off. And it would be that kind of memory. It would be that kind of experience. I really, really love my family, and they give me life. And so it would be them.
And now more than ever, it's really important for the connections. And that's what we see in this movie as well.
100% more than when we shot it. We shot it before the pandemic, and, connection is something that is so important, but even more so now that we realize that being denied it is something that can happen. There are those of us going into this Christmas season not being with people we would otherwise be with, and that really shows that when you have those connections, you should really cherish them.
Absolutely. And this movie makes it more than ever. It tells us that. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. It was lovely talking to you. And again, for the amazing film.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice to see you.